Welcome,
Yet
fans. Welcome, fans. Welcome to another exciting live action from Fundamentals. So, Shreyas, what a dominating victory for the Indians.
yet
What a
another
dominating.
one-sided match. Yet
Yet another
again, one
one.
more
Yes.
team trembling against Indian bowling attack. Oh, what a sight to watch! Means Sri Lanka match. They were dominated by a pace attack. This
Yeah.
match, it was Jaddu magic.
Yeah. Jaddu Magic, and of course, the man who's celebrating his 35th birthday today. It was his
And
day.
scoring his 49th century, leveling
Sachin's
Sachin Tendulkar's record.
record.
Sachin will be extremely happy. By the end of this World Cup, hopefully he breaks that record and he surpasses the 50th in also a half century of centuries in ODI cricket.
That's true. That's true. I mean, first of all, let's wish him a great birthday. Happy birthday, Virat.
Yeah.
Uh, and an amazing day for the Indian fans. Of course, it was a one-sided game. Second half was quite boring to watch after Miller
No,
got out.
to be honest, I switched off the TV at this moment in this stature of the game. I'm more happy to watch India's bowling than India's batting at a 50 over contest because they are dominating. They're like they're playing like all guns blazing. It's like our Dravid has become like Pep Guardiola of football, full domination.
Yeah, it's just not Dravid. I mean, uh, we have our bowling coach and batting coach who's put in
Yeah.
that hard work behind the scenes to get these bowlers gel so well. Batsmen play in pressure situations. I mean, let's not take this credit away from Shreyas Iyer. A brilliant partnership along with Kohli. Okay, he's just proven that he's there to be number four. Okay,
Yeah,
I mean, you can't
after
take away.
especially after the wicket of Shubman Gill, which spun a lot. It's Keshav Maharaj. That delivery was really good. At that moment only, I predicted it's going to be Jaddu's day because that sort of day, that sort of turn for Jaddu in the second half will be quite deadly.
Yeah, and Rohit, as rightly said during the toss, he said they are sitting at a very comfortable position to experiment something that they have not done, a test. So, which is
They're
why he chose
challenging
to bat.
themselves.
Yes, challenging themselves, and he was very sure about what he's going to do. I mean, he had right plan set for this pitch. He had read the pitch well. I mean, not just him; the entire team read it so well, and of course Eden Gardens. Uh,
Even
uh,
see the thing is, even I felt South Africa also read the pitch well because they played Shamsi, but I felt here and there their execution was not up to the mark, and also the Kohli Iyer partnership that
yeah,
was the foundation of the entire 300 runs score which we scored 320, and at the end I felt India were above par. I thought the pitch was 270 280 kind of wicket,
yes,
but the last acceleration by Kohli, Jaddu and Surya Kumar Yadav, they pushed it to 320.
yeah. I mean, that's right. But Maharaj did an amazing spell,
Exceptional. 1 for 30 in
exceptional.
a
Yeah,
one day game is brilliant
and
figure.
yes, brilliant figures, and that too when you have two solid batsmen who read the pitch and trying to play around those singles and doubles. Right, you're containing them within your
But
spell. It's amazing.
again, Binoy, I felt there was a clear-cut plan that Indians wanted to see through Maharaj because he was
Maharaj.
bowling exceptionally well.
Yeah.
Maturity of Kohli and Shreyas Iyer came in that aspect because they targeted other bowlers.
Mhm. Yeah, I felt Maharaj could have been given a break somewhere between seventh and ninth over, and Markram could have come a little early. He came
Yeah,
in little late. Okay, that's why he lost that track, and Kohli was already set. Any wrong deliveries, he would pick you, or Shreyas Iyer for that matter. Okay, they were already set there. So along with Keshav on one side left, I thought Markram could have done 2 or 3 overs more. Okay, this is what I thought, but on the other hand, she has one concerning thing for South Africa. Janssen, who started brilliantly in this tournament, is going down levels a little, okay, over the last 2 3 games. Do you
Even
think
I
it's a
felt the same,
concerning
but
matter?
the point with Janssen is again he is a power play bowler. The first game in the tournament also he got whacked properly from Sri Lankan batters. Kusal Mendes took him from the delivery one. Today same intent was shown by Rohit Sharma. So I mean this South African side is kind of a topsy turvy. If they bat first, they kind of dominate. While when it comes to chasing, they're not that solid team.
Yeah, I mean they struggled against Pakistan to win that while chasing. Now you see a very below par batting when it came against India. I
See,
mean,
when I saw the turn of Keshav Maharaj, see, I had that this thing. I predicted South Africa to score at least 150, 200, but they will get all out. I had that back in for Jaddu and Kuldu that they will do well.
mhm,
But the batting display was pathetic. It was means can't express to my words what they and they are
yeah,
second in the table. They cannot means
yeah,
bat like this at the
yeah.
later stage of the tournament.
Yeah, when you're closer to knockouts, right? You need to show more responsibility. I know it is going to be a tough chase. It is a tough pitch that you're going to bat. Bat little sensible. Take the game deep. Then you have players like Klassen, David Miller to come and give you that support in the end, right?
That
Uh,
resilience and grit which is needed in
Composure.
to play one day cricket was lacking today.
Very much, very much. And as I have been telling, like I tell my Harris Ruff, Temba Bavuma, I don't know what he's doing with his batting. I mean, I'm short of words. Okay, like literally, I've used everything on him. That's a very big concerning thing for South Africa. He's not clicked at all, I would say.
And again, he's for he got out to a spinner. Means again he has the trouble of negating left arm spinner. Roloff Vandermoer also took him in the Netherlands game like that only. And today also a brilliant ball by Jaddu, third delivery of his spell, I guess, and he turned it and he got his wicket.
And even Ngidi was poor with his spell today. Of course, he did ball a couple of good overs later towards the end of the innings, but for most part of his spell, he was quite bad today. And also, I see there are fitness concerns when it comes to Ngidi. Like literally, he goes
Yeah.
down every now and then.
Today he couldn't finish his bowling. That's why
Bowling spell,
Jansen had
yeah.
to come back and bowl those last four deliveries, I guess.
Rabada had a good spell today. He was bowling
See,
brilliantly.
today for South Africa, Rabada and Maharaj stood out.
Yeah,
Other three bowlers were horrible. And for someone like Shamsi, he was bowling wrong line.
yeah, yeah.
He
I
was
mean,
bowling onto the pads of Iyer and Kohli
and turning it.
and turning it. And they were negating it very
E-
comfortably.
Exactly. And more than I think 20 to 25 extras were given in the first innings, okay,
Yeah.
which is a lot, okay. I mean, literally, you're giving
It's a
your,
lot
I mean,
because they only scored 83, man. So 25 extras, multiply with 3, then they're scoring that much runs only.
yeah. And I mean, did you see that cheeky drop by Quinton where Kohli got a life?
Yeah, yeah, I
I
saw that.
mean, it's a tough chance. I
Tough
agree
chance,
because
yeah.
down the leg, it's always tough to a spinner. But I mean, those are the catches that can turn a game. That was one chance. But apart from that, there were a couple of good catches. One by Van der Dusen running forward from square and taking Rahul's wicket. And another one was, I think, Surya trying to reverse sweep Shamsi and Quinton jumping off to take that great catch. So
Yeah.
appreciate their fielding. Of course, they're really good with the field. Bauma taking a great catch.
And Rasi van der Dusen's one
Yeah,
brilliant catch of
yeah, I
Rahul.
mentioned it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that was first inning. Second innings was class apart from Indian
Second
bowling
innings,
unit.
it ended pretty soon, and I feel last match and this game put together, we haven't bowled 50 overs.
Exactly.
So
I
it's
think
like 20 wickets in some 47 overs or something like that. It's a cakewalk.
Yeah, it was a cakewalk. But a couple of again brilliant review calls by Jadeja and KL Rahul behind the stumps.
I feel poor umpiring also. Some of the that one LBW was dead plumb.
That was
Shami's
Van
delivery.
Dusen. Yes,
Yeah, Van der Dusen.
that was
Dead
plumb, but the
plumb.
other one
And
was tight.
other one was right, but one was dead plumb from Shami. I was surprised that umpire didn't give that out. That was plumb. What was he thinking? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, right now, if you see umpiring decisions or refereeing decisions across the sports, also it's been very poor. When it comes to cricket or football, whatever it is,
Yeah.
I mean, everyone needs to take a look at that. But of course, initially Bumrah gave you that tight spells. Siraj got you Quinton's wicket. All of this really set it up. I mean, Jaddu came. Brilliant call by Rohit.
I feel we should celebrate our bowlers as much as we are celebrating our batsmen. We have to
Yeah,
celebrate our bowlers
of
because
course.
they are doing exceptional work this World Cup. And till now we haven't been defeated once also in this World Cup, so which is a great feat
Great thing,
actually.
yeah. I know, I know. Brilliant. I'm. I don't want to jinx it here. I don't know when
Yeah,
that tough game is
yeah.
going to come in.
Let's take some questions from our subscribers.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. There's a question from Mahesh PK. Do you think Dhawan has set high standards for openers in ICC tournament in terms of consistency, especially for Shubman?
Dhawan has set standard in ICC tournament overall. I would say not just for Gill because he's called the Mr. ICC or something, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
he's Mr. ICC. He's Mr. Consistent in ICC.
yes. Uh, it's a good thing,
I
but
don't want to answer this question because I will be a lot more biased with this answer. So
yeah,
I have a
I'm
bit,
not biased, but Dhawan
yeah.
has set his own standards, no doubt about it. But there are openers who knows how consistent you need to be when it comes to World Cup cricket. Just not Dhawan. There are other cricketers who's proven that as well. Like
But
David Warner
I guess
has
that question was with Indian team. I guess so.
aspect. Yeah, maybe yes. In one of the aspects could be that the benchmark has been set. How you need to go. Virender Sehwag, no doubt. You have to call out his name. He's also set those standards. So that's one thing. Do we have any other question?
India bagged 70 wickets in 7 games and went undefeated in semis. Okay, 2015. Hope history repeats itself. So, okay, there's one Australian fan out there. Okay,
Okay.
let's not talk much about it, and let's let our actions speak.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
he wants his own intent to be very clear with who needs to win this tournament. But
Yeah.
let's see how things go pan out. Uh, the only thing that's differing is conditions and the place
And
where the
also,
cricket is being
one
played.
point with his this thing is currently India has taken 80 wickets in 8 games, not 70 wickets. So we have
Mhm.
played our eighth game. So I don't know what he has put. So let's see.
Yeah. What do you reckon about the pitch today? Okay, in general, going into the knockouts now, do you think the pitches might get tougher like this? Because we have been seeing very high scoring games. Okay, this was also a high scoring game, but it was very tough to reach that score. Okay, because it was very tricky batting, or I would say more sensible batting by Kohli. Uh, so, how do you reckon the pitcher should be going into the semifinals?
I felt today's pitch was competitive. It
Yeah.
gave bowler a chance too, and for pace bowlers also initially there was some sort of seam in condition and all. Then spinners they got turn.
Hmm.
So today's pass score was at around 270, 280, but India at the end they accelerated. So in upcoming matches also, I feel in semis and finals, pass scores will be at around 270, 280,
Hmm.
which will give an even match for both
Contest. Yeah.
batsmen and bowlers.
Yeah. Yeah. Even I was coming in that perspective. We should start seeing competitive games rather than one-sided games.
Now, actually,
Uh,
to be honest, Indians don't mind a bowling pitch too. The
yeah,
level of form they are going through and the confidence in each of the bowlers, they
yeah.
wouldn't mind a bowling pitch too.
Yeah, and Virat Kohli also mentioned one more thing. Okay, especially if this is, I think, in terms of Indian cricket, he was talking where he mentioned that now that Hardik Pandya is not there in the squad, it is a responsibility of the three down or four down batsmen to bat deep through the innings to set a score like this, par score to defend well, which is a good statement, I believe.
That
Uh,
is an means very thoughtful statement. That's what time and again. But in this, since the tournament is happening in home conditions, we have to negate that number four, number five, and number six should take responsibility and play the conditions because where else you can means boast about our batting. Means
yeah,
you can if it is a foreign condition, then it tends to be tricky for Indian batters.
yeah. I mean, Shreyas Iyer is definitely playing a big role right now, and like you need to
Back to
appreciate
back
that.
50s.
Back-to-back 50s, he's doing the job we actually want to. Rohit is getting those attacking starts for us. I'm just hoping Rohit goes very big in one of the games, coming games, because I seriously want Rohit to click.
I feel Rohit might bench him for the next game. Might be Ishan Kishan might get a chance against Netherlands. What do you think?
I don't think we should just change our team at the moment. Just carry the momentum. Carry the
Okay.
momentum.
Oh, what
Okay.
about bowlers?
Bowlers also can just like carry the momentum because
Okay.
any break I feel could make a difference. Okay, because
But
even if you
since
see,
means it's also a double-edged sword, right? If we get injured in that particular Netherlands game or something like that, some of the players who, if they get injured, then it will be an tricky thing in semi-finals and finals.
it will be, but uh, the consistency would make a difference, is what I am saying. So right now, just go by it. Just think positively, play positive cricket. Uh, Leave your negative thoughts of injuries aside. Play with the same team is what I am believing.
Okay,
Uh,
there's one more question from our subscriber. Who will be the fourth team for semi-finals according to you? Uh, I
yeah,
guess
Shays, you want to take it?
it's two spots still remaining. I feel.
Hmm.
I feel Australia will definitely qualify since their next run of fixtures are against much easier opponents. The one last spot, as I'm a Kane Williamson fan, I would love New Zealand to come in.
Yeah, I feel it's going to be a very tight contest. Okay,
Mm.
uh, between Pakistan and New Zealand. Of course, New Zealand is facing Sri Lanka. Pakistan is facing England. Two great matches ahead. Okay, England already being eliminated want to go out on a high winning note at least. Sri Lanka at the same time want to prove a point that they're
No,
still.
Sri Lanka can get inside that top four, but
Mhm.
mathematically it is kind of an difficult thing. But yeah, they can
They can,
get
yes.
in.
They need big margin victories, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So I feel it's going to be a very tight contest, and New Zealand will go through, is what even I feel, for the fourth spot.
yeah, yeah. There's one more. This in yeah. We have Pete. You have not Pete until you play under knockout pressure. There's one subscriber. Yeah. Okay. Then when is the India's next match and against whom? What's the prediction?
Okay, you have not peaked until you play under knockout pressure. Very rightly said. Knockout is too different from group matches. Even the same pressure starts off your with your group matches as well, is what I believe, because when you're starting your group matches, you really want to start well, stay on top of the table. Unlike some teams who try to make it into the top four in the last games or last stages of group matches. So the pressure wise, I mean, there is enough pressure. Coming to knockout, it is a different pressure. Okay, but peak is when you are actually sitting at top of the table and like you've
See,
literally seen the peaks.
the word peeking, I don't understand what that subscriber is telling. The thing is, we haven't lost a game. Okay, that itself, it's a consistency, and now all the games, both batters and as well as bowlers have performed. Okay, if in a knockout, if we lose a game also, it doesn't mean that our side is a bad side or something like that, because we have dominated throughout the tournament. uh, that should we shouldn't lose both the knockout games, but I'm just telling.
Yeah. When is India's next match? India's next match is next Sunday against Netherlands at Bengaluru. And I
And
think
I guess the
prediction.
Binoy has tickets for that.
I'm sorry, I don't have tickets for that. Uh, and prediction is India making it through. I think this time India would prefer to maybe chase. Uh, I mean, that is what I think will happen.
No,
What do you think?
if Rohit wants a challenge, then in Bengaluru he needs to bat first.
Cha- Challenge or milestone? I mean, that is what we are all waiting for, right?
Not exactly milestone. Yeah, it can be means challenge also, right? Today he did the opposite by selecting to bat first, right? Again, he can do that.
Let's see what happens. So this is the answer to your question, Danya. Uh, Sachin says, Vignesh, define you. So I think he's rather referring to a statement that was made by Vignesh. Who do you support? He's
It's
asking
good to
me.
see so many subscribers responding in our chat session. Uh,
Yeah,
le- yeah. According to you, what was the turning moment of the game?
turning moment. Uh, Turning moment should be, I mean, Virat and Shreyas partnership. That is where I think India hold the grip, okay, for the entire game. And if you see in the second innings, I would say, I mean, Jaddu coming and putting in that great spell uh, would be the turning point moment for me. What about you, Shreyas?
For me, that Shubman Gill's wicket, which Keshav Maharaj got,
Mm-hmm.
that was the turning moment, because that that depicted that there was turn in the pitch, and someone like Jaddu who is in dressing room, he would have been licking his lips. He would have come with a proper game plan in second innings to dominate the game. So that wicket, although it was in India who were losing that wicket, but it was psychologically India winning the means winning the war.
Yeah. What are the things, I mean, South Africa will need to make corrections to, because they are going to face, I think, Afghanistan now, and they need to confidently win with a, I mean, good margin to move into the knockouts and play with a little less pressure, is what I feel. What are the things they need to look into?
See, to be honest, I'll tell one thing: South Africa should chase that Afghanistan game, because
Hmm.
they have to also think like Rohit Sharma. Means Bahuma should also think like Rohit Sharma. He should also take up challenges. South Africa are very comfortable setting up a total and defending it, which they have done, and they have already qualified. So they can experiment with that slight. They can tinker with that. Means
Hmm.
chasing. If they chase a total against Afghanistan, they might get their confidence back.
Hmm. Okay, got it. So even I feel that they should try and chase targets. I mean, in the only group match that is left.
And
Uh,
it's happening in Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad is a true wicket, okay, and it's a bit boundary also, bit boundary. And someone like Miller, who has played in Ahmedabad, he would know about the conditions.
yeah. And today it was a great moment to see ABD Villas also making it to the ground. I mean, the camaraderie between him and Virat Kohli has been always exceptional. So that was a great moment to watch on screen for me, being a Bangalore RCB fan. That was a special moment. Of course,
Yeah.
ABD, there was a question that was asked to ABD. Uh, if it is a final played between India and South Africa, who do you want to win? Then everybody cheekingly answered a Virat century but a South Africa's victory, is what he said. So that is nice to see.
That's just actually, to be honest, it's a very stupid question to ask someone like ABD because he will obviously back his own country. No one in
Exactly, yeah.
this World Cup will come out and back someone other's country or something like that.
Yeah,
It will be a bold decision to back others' country.
yes. And who do you think will win the Fielders medal today? Do you have any
To
guesses?
in today, did we get any good catches today?
I
I
mean, there
can't.
were two catches taken by Jadeja, one
But
with
it
the
was
covers.
Dolly. That Janssen
I
thing
mean,
was very much Dolly.
Dolly,
To be
and the
honest,
other,
today Indian fielding coach should give that medal to Rasi Vanderdusen, who took a stunner. Who took that Rahul's catch was very difficult one. He dived and he took it. So that was good.
I mean, yeah, they can at least call out Van der Dusen's catch in the
Yeah.
ceremony, and maybe for namesake give it to Jadeja because he's
Jadeja,
done good
it
fielding.
was
No,
so
no, last
Dolly.
game. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Last game he took a brilliant catch in the point.
Yeah.
So maybe on basis of that he can win the medal today. Uh,
There's so many means comments by our subscribers which we are not able to read.
I mean, it's just a lot of cheers and things
Yeah.
that's
There's
going
one
around.
question. Was this a two-paced wicket? What do you think, Binoy?
Was this a two-paced wicket? It wasn't two-paced. I would say it was a slow pitch in the middle overs. Then because initially ball came on really well. When the ball became old is when it was tough to bat in this pitches. So it's more of sensible batting here. You try to get on more runs with the new ball, then maybe rotate the innings, and towards later of the innings you go for it. So it wasn't
Yeah.
two paced. I would say it was a slow pitch, but
Yeah, it was a slow pitch, and also see, it was not that difficult. Also, you had to spend some time. Kohli had class, so leave Kohli. But someone like Shreyas Iyer, initially he was slow. 35 balls, 13 runs. He was at that rate he was going. Then he accelerated. So if you spend some time in the crease, you will score runs. It's not that difficult track also.
yeah. One of our subscribers asking which are your two favorite shots of Virat. No doubt that cover drive was one, and for me another would be his
That
on drive.
flick, that on
Yes,
drive flick,
on drive
that
also
wrist.
was good. So these are
Yeah.
please also comment your favorite shots of Virat.
You can die for his cover drive. Actually, that would be your means. Personally, that would be my favorite shot in his this thing, entire batting.
Yeah. Uh, so one of our subscribers saying, "Is it toddy?" No, it's just a lemonade I usually have during my live sessions. Uh, Moving on, I think we've spoken.
Then
Yeah.
there's one more question. Then why did Pacers use slow balls in the end of the innings? The thing with South Africa is they use a lot of slower deliveries in the death overs. This they actually they did against Netherlands also, and Netherlands scored some 100 odd runs in last 10 overs. So same thing, they have some same system and they have the bowling coach. I
Mhm.
feel who wants them to bowl that slow ones, cutters, and the variation delivery at the end. They're not going with that Yorkers. No one is
Yeah.
bowling that deadly Yorkers.
Yeah, and also if you saw last match, most of India's wickets were slower ones, so maybe they tried that from the same books, but unfortunately, these people have already made good study of it.
Yeah.
So I think we've spoken enough of today's game, but great day for Indian fans, Indian cricket, Virat Kohli fans, and everyone around who's been supporting Indian cricket. Great match, but one-sided game again. We need more competitive games going into the
Hopefully,
knockouts.
Netherlands provide one competitive game.
Let us hope. And of course, the fourth spot still remains in fix, right? So let's see. Maybe competitive games will give you the right option to fit in the fourth slot. Uh, Moving on, we have Sri Lanka taking on Bangladesh tomorrow at Delhi. Shreyas, how do you want to preview it?
New age rivalry. Both teams want to win this game, although there's nothing much left for both the sides. Even though Sri Lanka are still in the race, but for them to get into the fourth spot, there's lot of other results which matters to them. So it's a
Yeah,
new age rivalry. They want this encounter. They want to win this encounter. It's just like India Pakistan. It's both the fans hate each other's teams, and they like to support.
yeah. Even I feel both teams is going to give it hard tomorrow. There was some issues around the weather condition at Delhi, and I think
Air
Sri Lanka
pollution.
called it a quit. Yes, Sri Lanka did not do the practice session
even
yesterday. Is
even
what.
Bangladesh pulled out of the practice
Oh,
session.
is it okay? Maybe things get better by tomorrow and match is played out. Of course, Sri Lanka need a lot of permutations and combinations if they are to make into the top four. Bangladesh want to again, like England, um,
They
go
want
with a
to
win.
they
Yes.
want to be the party poopers.
I mean, not a big party pooper, but kind of, yes, of course, they
Yeah.
want to do that. Uh, Bangladesh would do some chip and chop, I believe, tomorrow, give chances to some young blood over there. Do you think Sri Lanka will get in Kusal Pereira back instead of Dimuth Karunaratane?
I feel so. They have to get in Kusal Pereira, because Kusal Pereira
Mhm.
played in that practice game against Bangladesh, and he scored well. And in the
Mhm.
practice game, Bangladesh won the game against Sri Lanka, which happened prior to this tournament, where even the opener Tanzit, he
Yeah.
also means hit some 80 odd runs. And also, even Mehdi also scored some half century. So it's going to be an even contest. So it's going to be an what tight game.
Mhm.
So let's see. After Sri Lanka come in after that horrible display against India, we should see how Sri Lanka performs.
Yeah, in today, I don't know if you noticed this. Today's pre-match presentation between Kusal Mendes and I think Shakibul Hasan, one of the media persons or journalist asked Kusal Mendes that Virat has scored his 49th century. Would you like to congratulate him? Kusal Mendes, I think, went back and said, "Why would I congratulate Virat Kohli?" I mean, the question itself doesn't make sense because it's a pre-match preview of Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, and they're asking something else. Maybe Kusal could have answered in a tricky way.
That's
Uh,
fine. That happens. Means you're rubbing salt to their wounds, so obviously it will come out in an offensive manner.
and tomorrow, I would like to see Shanto also make some runs at least in that one final game before he leaves this World Cup. Uh,
Even Shakib Al Hasan has not had an exciting tournament so far.
yeah,
So someone like Shakib Al Hasan, he would love to means dominate tomorrow's game and win it for Bangladesh.
yeah. Let's see. Let's take some comments from the subscribers. Uh, so match can be called off tomorrow due to poor air quality. Yes, this is something they'll take a call maybe tomorrow, in case it is very
If
bad.
it is
Because I
called, see Binoy, if it is called off, then Sri Lanka are out of the tournament.
that is why. So maybe I don't know if there's a provision to.
It's not
Uh,
Chernobyl or something like that. It's Delhi. You have to play there. You have to win it. For Sri Lanka, then if they don't want to play, then it doesn't make sense. For Bangladesh, I agree. It's done and dusted for Bangladesh. They're not worried about the permutation combination, whatever is happening in the tournament. But for Sri Lanka, they have to play this game.
okay. Is there any reserve day provision for group
I
matches?
doubt
No,
so.
right?
I doubt
Okay.
so. If there's a reserve day, then the match will be played in Delhi itself, right?
Yeah. Correct. So let's see what happens tomorrow. I think there will be a match. Sandeep and Sandeep also says Sri Lanka, Bangladesh fight it out for Champions Trophy qualifications.
That is
Yes,
also a valid point.
yes, I know. Uh, I mean, what are the qualification scenarios? Do you know, Shays, for Champions Trophy? Is it top six, top eight?
Apart from Pakistan,
Mm-hmm,
who are the host nation, the top seven teams will be qualifying for the Champions Trophy.
mm-hmm,
So currently, England and Bangladesh are at the bottom. I guess Netherlands are at number 8. So Netherlands will qualify since Pakistan are hosting the tournament. So that
mm-hmm.
spot will be open and Netherlands might qualify. So for Bangladesh to qualify, Bangladesh has to defeat Sri Lanka tomorrow.
And England has to lose, right?
England, it is immaterial.
Okay. Sri Lanka can open Mendes and Dhananjay De Silva can come back in middle order. What do you think?
Dhananjay De Silva was in middle order, right?
I mean, he
But
was
he didn't
coming
play
down
the
the
last
order.
game.
Yeah,
He didn't play the last game. So it's happening in Delhi. Delhi is also a spinner's track. So I feel Dushan didn't do much against India game. I want someone like Dunit Velalage to get a chance
yeah,
because he's a young blood. He should get one chance. Someone like Tichana should be sacrificed tomorrow.
yeah. Let's see if they bring in those alarming changes. Maybe Kusal Mendes, I wouldn't play him opening because he's performed really well in the slot he's playing currently. Uh, so I would stick with that. Maybe get back Kusal Pereira into
And
the
Pathur
opening slot.
Nissanka and Kusal Pereira, they're attacking pair, so
Yeah,
that's kind of good only.
yeah. So hopefully we see that. What are the matchups, Shreyas, for tomorrow's game?
For me, Shakib versus Kusal Mendis will be a good matchup. Left arm
Okay,
spin to the sin, and also in terms of the sin, Litan Das against Dilshan Madhushanka, who has
will
been
be
a
the matchup.
revelation in this tournament.
Yeah, I agree. I second your opinion. These are the two biggest matchups for tomorrow. Any injury concerns for either of the teams?
I doubt so. They won't. There's no injury as such, but there will be chop and change. That's what I am feeling. Even Bangladesh can means they can play around one more seamer or
Mhm,
something like Hassan Mahmood, who has not played that much in this tournament, or someone like that another fast bowler Tanzir, that slower one. He
mhm.
can also he can also play one game.
Yeah, last game I saw Chamira falling down on his shoulders. Is that all right for tomorrow's game, or do we have any
If
concern?
Chamira is not 100%, then who will you bring in for Chamira?
If Chamira isn't 100%, then I think you should get in one spinner, extra spinner, play in Delhi.
I guess Madhushan is there. No, one more, not Madhushan, Madhushan. He is the
Okay,
traveling reserve now.
okay.
Recently, I read in a newspaper he is the traveling reserve, so he might come promote Madhushan. So if they need a pacer, then he might come in, or else they can play Dunit Walalage.
Yeah, with an extra spinner. Let's see how things go tomorrow. So, one player to watch out for tomorrow,
For me, I'm going with Shakib Al Hasan.
Shakibul Hassan for you.
Yeah.
So,
Finally, he should come to the this in party. Finally, for at least for the sake of Bangla fans.
okay. I am calling it Vella Lage tomorrow. The
Okay.
youth will come and prove something and
Yeah.
tell him I'm not for benches, I'm for playing 11s.
Yeah.
He's going
What
to prove
happened
that.
to Lahiru? Lahiru is out of the World Cup.
World Cup,
I think
yeah.
so.
I think he's got a muscle injury, and that is where Chamira
Mm,
replaced him.
yeah, that's why Chamira replaced him. And For me, Tuscan. Okay, Sandeep tells for him it's Tuscan.
Yeah,
So yeah, but ideally, this Delhi pitch, it has been an high scoring encounter. That South Africa Sri Lanka game, which was the first game happening in that pitch. It saw something around 700, 750 runs in that pitch. And it's a tricky surface as well because Afghanistan also defeated England in the same pitch. So let's see which surface they will get for tomorrow.
yeah. Let's see how things go for tomorrow's game. Any other thoughts for tomorrow's game before we wrap it up today?
That's it. And who are you backing tomorrow?
So I'm backing Sri Lanka to
Okay.
win it tomorrow. Uh, that is what I feel. What about you?
Since you're back in Sri Lanka, I'm going to join with Bandla Tigers.
Bangla Tigers. Let's see what our subscribers predict for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And let's see if Sri Lanka keeps other teams waiting for that fourth slot, or will Sri Lanka make way and say another team out of the exit
One
door?
of our subscribers is back in air pollution.
So indirectly, it's a loss to Sri Lanka, I would say,
Yeah.
because they would be eliminated as well.
Yeah.
Let's see how things go. Thanks everyone for sticking with us, staying with us around for these 40 minutes live action. Great victory, and me being a Virat fan, I can sleep peacefully after his 100 today. I've been waiting for this. There's already been 3 to 4 50s where he couldn't convert to 100, but today I wanted to do a watch along. We'll see if we can do it for further games.
So me
Uh,
being a Jaddu fan, I like that Jaddu's this in. I was kind of disappointed that Jaddu didn't get the man of the match at the end, but yeah, it's good that Virat got it.
Yes, I mean, today the call was difficult. I mean, both equally deserved that man of the match awards.
Yeah.
So it
Because
was
again,
difficult.
Jaddu took fifer and also he scored some valuable 20 odd runs at
Yes,
the end.
yes,
And also you as in since you mentioned those two catches, the
yeah.
fielder of the match also.
So it is good. I mean, maybe internally Kohli can give it to Jaddu and ask him to
Yeah.
keep it.
Both are
Uh,
under 19 buddies, so they won't mind.
Yeah. So we are getting into the last week of World Cup group stages, which is going to be exciting for some of the teams like Australia, Pakistan, New Zealand, and we will
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. Yes, of course, they are making some statements. So let's see. At least we'll see if there are more competitive games, and we will try to do some watch alongs. And you guys stick around with us. Do share your comments, feedback. We will do our own corrections and whatever things are needed. Thank you, Shreyas. Good night to all our subscribers. So we wrap it up by saying, let's go
Fundamentals.
fundamentals.
Thank you.